What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and you saw the title, that's why you're here. Every single 66 ticket that you're gonna need to get your full missions, to get your full summons, right here, right now. Now, pardon the crudeness of my visual aid, shall we call it here, but I'm gonna go ahead and share the spreadsheet out. I've done this for several events in the past, but we're gonna share this spreadsheet out, let's say that right, and it'll be in the description down below, in the comments as well, pinned. Don't do anything silly. Don't ruin it for everybody else. I am going to have a backup copy of it, just in case, but, you know, like, it'll be there. You can copy paste it. You can't modify it, but you will be able to copy and paste it. We're going to, you know, kind of mitigate the trolls a little bit, as much as we possibly can. But, neither here nor there. Let's get into it. Part 1. Now, all of these are live right at this moment. Every single one of these you'll be able to do literally right now, like all of them, and I'll give you great ideas like how you can do this fairly quickly. All right, so part 1, obtain a skill orb. Pretty straightforward. Just run the weekly or run the daily event, get your skill orb. That's pretty straightforward. Equip a skill orb once and then thrice. That's 3 times. Each one of those, obviously, getting the skill orb gives you 1, equipping 1 skill orb gives you 1, equipping 3 skill orbs gives you another 1. That's your first 3 tickets right there. But I forgot to mention right at the very top, and this is kind of a no-brainer, and that's why I almost forgot to mention it, but your first login, you're going to get 6 tickets right out of the gate. So if you start adding this up, and like, this doesn't make a lot of sense, add that 6 in there. And I'll show you all the maths are down below. We'll get to that here in a moment. But, so there's our first 9 tickets right there. It's so easy to get. Clear any event with a skill orb equipped. Pretty straightforward. Most of your units should probably have at least a skill orb or 2 equipped, at least the ones you use regularly. Pretty straightforward on that. If you want to know how to equip skill orbs, there's some videos on the channel about that. It's pretty straightforward. We've had that for like, what, a year now? Everybody should know how to do a skill orb. If you don't know, like I said, there are videos on that on the channel. You can do the search feature. It's all right there. Now, that's our first 10 tickets. So right there, you should have 10 tickets immediately, and that'll take you, like, no time whatsoever. You don't have to, you know, clear anything crazy. You don't have to go nuts. Basically, you just need to handle your orbs and run any event. You'll be good to go. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Use a support memory. I can talk, I swear. Use support memory once, and then twice. That's 2 more tickets. Use support memory once, gives you 1 ticket. Use support memory twice, gets you a 2nd ticket. That's a little more complicated. Support memories are a new thing. I will be dropping a video on what support memories are if you're not familiar with it, but basically it's a new item. Think of it kind of like, I don't know, how can I describe it? I want to call it like a general support item, but it runs like differently, it works slightly different. But just think of it like a support item with an SA animation. Pretty much is kind of how it is. But I'll drop a whole video on that if you're confused on what support memory is. That is coming to the channel. Now, that's 2 more tickets. Support film. Consume 100 support films. Basically, when you do support memories, it consumes support films. So you can have the memories, but you got to have the films do it too. Thankfully, every single event you run will give you support, or most of them at least. I believe anything that costs stamina, or I think most all of them do it, actually. But as you use support memory, each support memory is going to cost you a certain amount of films. Basically, when you do 2, you're already going to have 100 support films consumed anyway. So there you go. If you use 2 support memories, you should already have 100 support films consumed. That's kind of a no-brainer. So 3 more right there just with support memories. Now, clear Master Roshi's new challenge. I'm going to say this. There are several things here that you're going to be able to clear just by doing Roshi's challenge. Roshi's challenge is basically you're gearing up for the new Roshi LR unit, and it's a great unit. Like, you really, really, really want to make sure you're grinding out this unit. I'm going to drop my own video on Roshi, but you basically want to farm up 3 of those bad boys. That's 2 SA10s and an SA5, and you're going to grind out all the medals to awaken him up to LR. LR is not coming till part, I believe, 2? Maybe part 2. Part 2 is his LR. Sorry, part 3 is the easy A, if I recollect how that works. So That's generally how it does work anyway. So farm up 3 Roshis, 2 SA10, 1 SA5. Well, as you do that, you're naturally going to get 2 more tickets, and as you upgrade super attack levels, and we're going to jump down here, where super attack level 2, 3, 5, and 7 are all going to get you tickets. So there's even more tickets right there. And as you do this, you're going to consume a certain amount of stamina. Now, let's talk about stamina real quick. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, and then the evil one. 666 stamina. So that all is going to give you 7 tickets alone right there. You're probably going to consume between 200 and 300 stamina, just like grinding out Roshi's SA10 several times over, and enough medals to awaken him. So you're immediately going to get a bunch of these. So basically, just for doing Roshi alone, you get 2 up there, 4 down here, that's 6. Let's just say for the sake of argument, like 3 down here. So you get 9 to 10 of these tickets just for grinding out Roshi. So do the Roshi grind. It's totally worth. He's a great unit. He's absolutely phenomenal. We'll drop our own video on him shortly, but that's kind of that. So, like I said, a lot of this is intuitive. I don't know about you guys. I'm already sitting on the vast majority of these, and we have been, 24 hours into the event. So, and I'm bad about playing, I'm really, really, really bad about grinding events lately, and I've already got a vast majority of these. There's 26 in total, actually 32 if you include first login, and I think I've already 500 stamina in. So I've done everything here with the exception of these 3, which we're going to get to next. The Power of Trust, Miracle of Universe 7, clear it once, 5, and then 10 times. It's 3 more tickets. Z-Awaken any character, you're going to get that. Like I said, you're going to grind out 3 Roshis anyway. You're going to Z-Awaken those units. So it's going to give you 1, and then just grind out 2 other units. I believe the Power of Trust actually gives you units to grind out. So you're going to get those Z-Awakens anyway. And I completely forgot about those when I was talking about these. So there's even more. You're going to get tons more tickets just for grinding Roshi. But Z-Awaken 1 character gives you 1 ticket. 5 characters give you another ticket. Then finally, exchange your treasure at Baba's shop once. That is going to give you 1 more ticket. Round it all up, add it all up, you're going to get, boom, 26 tickets for part 1, plus your 6 for login, but that's just part 1. Now remember, we're going to get 3 parts to this event, and we have to get all the way to part 3 to get the last few. So let's talk about what's coming with part 2. Now the one thing I will say, part 1 thus far, this is all pretty much in-game. You could do this right now, and nothing has changed. I'm going to presume, and I think it's a fair assumption, that part 2 and part 3 aren't going to change much, if at all. So what I'm going to tell you right now isn't dropped yet and is possibly going to change, but I find it fairly unlikely that it will. So let's go ahead and jump into part 2. I'm going to slide down right here. Now right out of the gate, you'll notice that with part 2, there's another 18 tickets you can acquire. So add that up, and you're going to get 40 tickets. Yeah, that's right. 40. 50 tickets? I don't know, math. Tickets. He needs some tickets. Yeah, I think that actually is 50. Because it would be... Anyway, doesn't matter. You're going to get tickets. Yeah, 32 and 18 is 50. I'm not an accountant for a reason. I'm just some schmo that makes YouTube videos about a gacha game for a reason. So, part 2. Let's get into it. Enough derping. Clear the Power of Trust Miracle Universe 7 5 times. So you got to do that basically again, but I think they're going to add more stages to it anyway, so there you go. That gives you a ticket. Use a support member. We already talked about support members. You're going to use one once. That's going to give you another ticket. Clear any stage 15 times. It's going to be fairly easy. Once again, we're going to get the LR for Roshi. You're going to get that anyway. That's another ticket. Win an Extreme Z battle once. Now, I don't think Roshi's Extreme Z battle drops yet, but there will be EZAs. I believe the EZA actually for UI Goku drops during this event, so you're going to run it anyway. You're going to get one there. Use a trading location 5 times. That's going to be fairly easy. Once again, we're going to get units, we're going to get things to upgrade, and worst case scenario, just grab a R, SR, or whatever, and just drop a sport item in there and just go. But basically, yeah. Or I say sport item, trading item in there. Words are hard. But yeah, easy. Either way, trading location 5 times. You can do that like within the first 5 minutes of this event dropping, if even that first minute of this event dropping. So that's another ticket. Notice this is like all ones. We'll get to the pairs down here, but this is almost like all ones. Okay? Now, Dokkan Awaken any character 1 time. Dokkan Awaken any character 2 times. 2 more tickets right there. Now, remember, you're going to be awakening Roshi to the LR level. Remember when I said grind up 2 Roshis? Right there. That's going to kill both of those right away in no time flat. So, really, if you just do the Roshi grind, most of these are going to be done. Like, you're probably going to get 50 of the tickets just for grinding Roshi. And I'm not exaggerating. Like, okay, including login. Maybe 40, 45 of the tickets just for grinding Roshi. Like, legit. Do it. Like, Dokkan responsibly. Hashtag Dokkan responsibly in the comments section. Come on, guys. Let's do this. But that's going to give you so many tickets just for that grind. Then we get clear any event without a continue 5 times. You're going to get that grinding Roshi. Clear any event while using at least 1 support item. Yeah, I don't know, do an SBR or something. I don't know. It's going to happen. You're going to get it. Worst case scenario, just drop like one of the like little cans of cola that we got like, I don't know, at the beginning of the game that were only useful like for the first 6 months of the game or whatever. Drop one of those stupid things while you're grinding Roshi. Another ticket. Obtain at least 66,000. Not even 66,000. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. Obtain 6,666 Zenny in any event. There are plenty of events that drop plenty of Zenny. Just really any of the original training events. I believe even the Hercule events and stuff like that. That drop Zenny. I don't remember what drops a certain amount of Zenny, but that should be really, really, really easy to obtain. And this isn't going to include like Hercule statues and all that stuff, so you're not doing that. You have to do it in an event. But I don't recollect which ones drop Zenny, but that should, like, you'll probably just get that one just doing a thing. Like, Zenny, 6,666 Zenny is nothing. So you're going to get that pretty easily. Now we get to the stamina consumption. 100 and 200 stamina each drop 1 ticket. Like I said, once again, you're going to get that just grinding out Roshi. 300, 400, and 500 each drop 2 tickets. So it's really important as you're doing this that you use your stamina consumption wisely. Once you do all of that, part 2 is going to drop you, like I said before, 18 tickets in total. For a sum total of, drumroll please, 50 tickets. Like I said before when I messed up the math. So, part 2. Now, once again, like I said, I don't foresee any of this changing. There's no reason for any of this to change. And very rarely do they do that anyway. The devs are fairly lazy. I think that's pretty obvious. So, that is part 2. Let's move on to part 3. Okay? Because, part 3. That means you're going to have to wait at least until, I don't know, like, what, mid-August to get everything done. But it's going to be worth it. Remember, when you get all 66 tickets, you do a summon for free that guarantees you an LR. If that ain't worth, I don't know what is. So, let's go down here. Part 3, baby. And all the maps are right here, which we'll talk about anyway. Part 3. Clear any stage 1 time. 3 times. 5 times. And 7 times. That's off camera, but yeah. That is going to grant you 4 tickets. Basically, 1, 3, 5, 7 each grant you a ticket. Clear any stage without taking damage 5 times. This can be pretty easy. You won't be able to probably do the Easy A with that, but you can grind out like any event. You know, if you do the Daily Orb event, you can do that fairly easily. And that's just literally a no-brainer. You're going to get that done in 5 days. Clear any stage within 1 turn. Once again, the Daily Orb event, you're going to get that. That's a no-brainer. Clear any stage 5 times using only super attacks. Once again, if you're running the Daily Orb event, you'll probably get those natively. Like, it's going to be pretty straightforward. Like, literally, if you just log in and do your dailies, you're going to get these in literally no time. And while it does make a big deal out of using super attacks, let's be honest here. How many times have you guys completed a stage without using a super attack, without trying to not use a super attack? Let's just be honest here. Key is not generally a factor in most well-built teams. So, yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. Now, the one thing I do want to emphasize on all these clears, and I don't think I mentioned it before, I do not believe Battlefield counts. I could be wrong in that. Battlefield might count, but I don't think it does. But either way, pretty straightforward stuff there. All right? Now, clear a stage within 2 minutes 5 times. Once again, orb event, 5 days. You got it done. Clear any stage 5 times without using support items. Do I even need to say it? 5 days without thinking about it, you've got that done. Now here we go into the stamina consumption, and this one is actually much easier. 50, 100, 150, 200, and 250 each give you 1 ticket apiece. That's what? 5 tickets right there, okay? Now, 300 stamina is going to give you 2, but I think we all know how easy it is to like spend some stamina in here. So just doing some Dokkan Awakenings, just running general events, finishing up stories, things like that, you're going to get this amount. 300 stamina will grant you 7 tickets for a sum total of 16 tickets. And like I said, everything else is a no-brainer. Everything else is just going to happen if you run the daily orb events. So literally the only thing you got to think about in part 3 is getting the 300 stamina and getting those tickets. It's so incredibly easy, guys. Now, once again, like with part 2, part 3 could change, but I don't foresee that happening. So, literally, in 15 minutes, there's everything you need to know about obtaining all 66 tickets. Once again, the spreadsheet is going to be in the comments section down below. And if you want the math, first login 6, part 1 missions 26, part 2 missions 18, part 3 missions 16, for a sum total of 66 tickets, guys. Go get your 66 tickets. If you are watching this, maybe come back after the fact, bookmark it or whatever, let me know in the comments section down below what LRs you got from getting your tickets. That'd be pretty awesome to see in the comments once all this is said and done. So, let me know what you guys thought in the comments now. Hashtag Dokkan responsibly when it comes to the Roshi grind. And, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you all on the next one, which should be summons. Ooh, the banners drop really soon. That's going to be exciting.